Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back to the medieval world as we have another glorious 1212 AD siege for you today. And what a great way to start off the new year with a brilliant comeback siege. I've been told that this one has a pretty nice comeback in it. We have a 2v1 here. We have England and we have the Swiss taking on the Bulgarians. But I do believe that it is on large armies, so the Bulgarians have a pretty similar sized force to the attackers. As you can see, their allied army, which is the attackers, 3,300 against 3,800 defenders. So actually the attackers are outnumbered. Never a good thing really in a siege. Usually attackers need the extra men because they're going to take losses getting over those walls. But yeah, we will see how they do here today. There is this multi-tier sort of like siege. We have both tier 1, I've seen some tier 3, there's probably some tier 2 as well sprinkled in there. Yeah, there's some spearmen here. So yeah, both sides really not bothering with like a certain era, just going with any era they like. And I mean, a bad start really for England here. We're losing a bunch of English foot knights to these towers here, which is such an annoying like mechanic that they've added in Attila. But yeah, so it just crushes all those men there. It's a bit of a shame to see. But look at the defenses set up here by Bulgaria. We've got macemen here, and then behind them we've got guardsmen, which are like a polearm unit. But look at him. I mean, this is a solid like defense on this bridge here. It looks awesome. I love like the Bulgarian sort of look. It does look amazing, that is for sure. We actually have a trebuchet over here that could get caught out if England gets a move on and actually, you know, gets inside. He could take out a trebuchet here for free, and this is a very key unit for the defense. I don't know why Bulgaria left it out here on its own, or also is now just not bothering to move like anything to defend it. I mean, maybe these axemen and despot spears might, but I don't know. And the same on this side. They need to move some troops forward to maybe just deal with like protecting that trebuchet. We have got some light pavy spears inside here for the Swiss, and they look like they're going to be taking on looks like a maceman unit over there. They might be about to capture this tower first, which is not a bad idea. Make sure that the Bulgarians can't get out and do maybe a sally out somewhere. But it doesn't look like they... Oh no, they have plenty of cav. They have a lot of Bolyar lancers back here in the defense, and they also have some Cuman Royal Guards here, which is a very cool early period hybrid unit. Looks awesome, to be fair. Look at their like they actually look quite gormless. They look at them. They're like look in shock with their like face masks. Looks hilarious actually. And we have another trebuchet on this side here, so it looks like a trebuchet on both sides for the attackers to deal with. The Swiss now landing on the walls here, and we'll see how they can do. General as well under attack here. Peterman himself being shot at. But yeah, if you guys are enjoying the 12-12 action and would like to see some more glorious siege battles, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new on here, and a comment to show your support. And there you go, the English finally getting in there, taking out that trebuchet, which is so great to see, because they need to take out this if they want to have any sort of chance of making a good, decent push. Artillery is very, very deadly in a siege battle. Certainly can get 200 plus kills easily, if not more. Archers over here set up. I'm surprised they didn't maybe put a few volleys into those cav. But yeah, certainly the cav will no longer be able to make any pushes forward across these bridges because, well, there is a lot of polearms here waiting. These guardsmen lying in wait, ready to go in and take on whatever comes across the bridge. Looks like, I mean, what have they got in the way of polearms themselves? Looks like they've got heavy billmen of the English, and they've got lots of English foot knights, like the tier 1 stuff. They have got shock infantry, which I think is something that Bulgaria really lacks, is the shock. Certainly haven't got any on that side. The Swiss side, yeah, no shock infantry here really available. There's actually a sword unit that's landed all the way over here and captured this gate. Has it landed here, or has it just run down the wall? I think it might have just run down actually, captured it, but it's lost a lot of men just capturing this gate. It's, I don't know if it's a waste really or what, because doesn't look like Bulgaria's going to try any sort of sallying out. He's just going to go and defend the inside of this fortress here. Yeah, this is on the Baghdad map, if I'm correct. So it's a kind of a cool map. I do quite like it. You got the bridges, like I said, mentioned quite a few times, forming like natural, well, not like some choke points here, and then you've got a fairly choke pointy street fight over on this side as well, and then you've got quite a large plaza back here that can be fought over and do some good cav charges potentially. Who knows? But yeah, certainly seems like the Swiss taking their time getting in there. They've got gunners, which is a good asset. Something I'm pretty sure Bulgaria doesn't have access to until later on. But it doesn't really matter because they could bring any tier they wanted. But it seems like he decided to go with cheaper missile And you got these light spears here soaking up the fire there. We're going to waste a lot of ammo, it seems, on this one single unit. They are trying to focus down one unit at a time, it seems. And we have got a bit of an infantry fight over here, and you can see the Macemen are losing this fight, surprisingly. I don't know if that's because of the towers, though. They're still in control of Bulgaria. Oh no, both sides now losing. Okay. Maybe the Macemen just aren't that great. I feel like they're okay, though. Should really beat these spears. They are only a light unit. But the first infantry fight really underway. And this was sent in by one of my Discord members, one of the OGs, Drunk Norwegians. So thank you very much, man, for sending this one in. If you guys also want to send in your own replays, best place to do so is to join my Discord. The link is down below in the description. And yeah, that is the best place to get involved in some 12-12 battles, or to just, like I said, also send in your own replays. The dogs over here, Dogs of War being released here, very nice to see. They've helped rout that Pavi Spear unit there. And it looks like now we're about to see a huge blob of English Foot Knights go across. I beg that they don't send every single one of these units across. Like, the English, like, cannot be doing that. And those are just going to set them up one at a time, send them down this road, down this bridge. Still not a great idea. I mean, they should do okay. They're heavy melee against medium, but it's tier 3 versus tier 1. And this first unit going in is very weakened from, I think, from the towers collapsing. So yeah, here we go. The first clash between England and Bulgaria taking place on this side. And you can tell the difference is sort of here. Like, one side, like, the English are fighting with chainmail. This side of a bit more plate mail going on. Yeah, we'll see how they do. At least they're not blobbing up too much, but I still feel like this is a lot of units just being packed into one area that could potentially just get focused down by archers or even artillery if they were to bring the other trebuchet across. And they are using their own trebuchet. It looks like they've been firing on some stuff, maybe trying to hit reserves back here, which is not a bad idea. And it looks like over on this side, the Swiss still taking their time coming forward. Actually, they are fighting over here. Got Despot Spears here, the heavy spear unit for the Hungarians. The Hungarians are Bulgarians, in fact. Pretty sure this unit's also available for the Ottomans as well. But yes, I hope you guys all had Happy New Year's. I hope you all did something very exciting on the evening. Or maybe you just slept through it. Maybe you were, I don't know, so tired that you couldn't stay up. And I hope maybe some of you are recovering from hangovers that you got from your celebrations. Who knows? These Swiss swords losing here. They're not. The Swiss infantry is not that insane. Their real strength is in their shock, which is very good. They got the dismounted Journette. You can tell it's 105 men. It's smaller than a normal unit. Well, actually, I say that. No, I think that's actually the normal size. It's just because the unit sizes aren't full strength, which makes sense. We've got the gunners over here as well, which are 98. A small elite unit. Again, but they've got a lot of gunners. Oh, they're firing to the back of their own men, though. I just realized these guys, yeah, they need to stop doing that. There's a lot of damage to morale. Like, minus 30 morale, and that's from their own guns. And that's going to break them. Sadly, by the looks of those spears, aren't going to break that barricade, in fact. Which is a great shame, that is for sure. But yeah, England over here just keeps throwing in swords. He needs to get something to do with the pole arms, the guardsmen here. Either archers, or he needs to get some pole arms of his own. Fight for king and country, men of England. And I guess also, I mean, actually the Hungarians who fight for, I keep calling them Hungarians, why? Bulgarians, I guess the area, I don't know what it is. Same sort of part of the world. The Bulgarians will be fighting for their Tsar. I don't know if they have brought, see if they have brought their actual Tsar. Yeah, they have brought the Tsar's bodyguard, very cool. The Tsar of Bulgaria holding the line. Where is he? There he is with his fancy old crown on, looking glorious. But yeah, Swiss breaking on that far side over there. The sword's gone. The spears, I don't know if they're going to really break through here. I mean, it looks like they might get broken from archer towers. Which actually, yeah, this map, they have a second line of archer towers, which I always forget about. So it makes Baghdad a little bit tougher to take. So, yeah, we'll have to see how well the defenders do, or how well the attackers do in this one. It's going to be a tough one, that's for sure. Early problems for them. They already have like the massive like difference in numbers, 2,800 versus 3,600. So they've lost like 600 men, and they've killed about 200 defenders. So that's a bad start there. But they are starting to play it a little bit slow, which is definitely a good idea for the attackers. Setting up their gunners, and if the defenders are going to sit here with their despot spears, they're just going to gun them down with those gunners, which is a great idea. Use your strengths, and the Swiss certainly are. The Swiss also boxing up a lot of units here, as you can see. Boyar Lancers setting up over here. It looks like they're going to look for some openings to charge the Swiss. It looks like the same on the other side here. We've got Boyar Lancers here setting up, looking for options to charge the English. And the English are finally setting up some yeomen of the guards. This is a really elite billman unit. You can see them there. They're looking very, very sexy as they go in. They really should pull back a load of these English front knights. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. It doesn't work in Total War. It's actually probably the more men in a certain area, the more death there is. I mean, blobbing up is just not a good idea. Oh yeah, all those units that were queued out here, they've all ended up in there anyway. My worst fears have come true. They have blobbed up. So yeah, that is not a good plan there from England. Because all you're doing, like the units at the back, all they're doing is just they're just tiring out before they get to the front lines and fight. You better just to keep them back, just let them rest up. Let like 1 or 2 units go in, let themselves tire themselves out and get themselves killed on like 2 units instead of 6 units. Like, you will probably eventually break through, but like the losses you'll take are like they're not good. Basically, you can't take that many losses on the attack. Unless you've got like a 4v2 where you can just kind of throw your men away. Yeomen the guard are trying to press through and form that phalanx and challenge the guardsmen. They should really win that fight if they get up there, but we'll have to see. We actually have an axeman unit, which is that dog. It's like the axemen with their dogs. I don't know if they released the dogs. Just like looks like they have, but maybe somewhere else. Looks like the axemen here are maybe just gonna set up and maybe challenge some billmen or some spears down there. I don't know. We've got more spears coming up, more despot spears. It just seems like there's just a lot of Bulgarians. I don't know what like the money like difference was, but it seems like the almost like the defendant. Well, they do have more men than the attackers. It just seems like they have oodles of reserves. I don't know why I went with the word oodles, but a lot of reserves is what I mean. These are a really solid spear unit here, this halberd unit. And it should be a lot of these swords. It's kind of like the opposite happening on this side. You've got 3 units of swords here for the Bulgarians going against a halberd. So the opposite to what the English are doing on this side, where they have like 6 against the halberds. Look at all that just in there. That's a perfect like target for artillery. It really is. It's why you save your artillery. Like, I think they've already used all their ammo up, which is a great shame, because that trebuchet gets so many kills in that blob right now. And I mean, the same on this side, really. There's big targets here. Even this, like, two units bobbed up on top of each other. Very good targets. And here we go. Cav's going to come in. Looks like they're going to try and charge the spear unit. It is a light spear, so they will do some damage, but it's in a shield wall. It's been in a solid shield wall. That is, yeah, they've not really knocked that unit down at all. And these guys are heavy shock. Yeah, they should actually probably try and do some decent damage. They might break through. Unit losing decisively, but they're going to take losses as this Bulgarian Cav. So now the Swiss need to really just get over a reserve unit, whether it's a polearm unit or get their general inside perhaps, and maybe they can try and just support against those Boyar Lancers and get some good kills. Keep stabbing away, boys. Keep stabbing away. Kill this damn Cav. And the longer this fight goes on, the worse this gets for the cavalry. They need to pull out of there probably about now, I'd say. I mean, the spear's losing, but they're not losing near as many men as they used to be. Like, they actually haven't lost anyone in like the 30 seconds we've seen there. So yeah, as you can see here, the Bulgarians actually look like they're going to... looks like they're just going to reform up here. Looks like I thought for a moment we were going to see a cavalry charge. The English here setting up their English knights. Well, they were maybe going to think about maybe going for a charge. That would be very foolish with those guardsmen here, waiting, those pole arms bristling, ready to just spear any cavalry. Looks like they have actually made a cavalry charge at some point. Obviously, that was unsuccessful. But yeah, oh no, please, England, please. Oh, I thought this was, yeah, England, this is not going to work. Oh, England. This is, yeah, this is, I think, the move of a newer player, for sure. Wow, look how many cavalry units have died there. That is sad to see. Yeah, I mean, that player's learned the hard way that charging into the pole arms with cavalry does not do any damage. Yeah, he can relentlessly do that as much as he wants. He just needs to make a push. I mean, I just realised also England hasn't got any archers. I just realised. England has no archers, so he has nothing to just shoot these pole arms down, which is what you need. Just shoot these guys and you kill them so much easier. So yeah, what a poor decision that is. And we actually have Bulgaria now pushing across here. This could be a mistake, though, from Bulgaria making a charge here, because it means that these pole arms are going to be able to be flanked by either cav or by swords or something like that, and that is, yeah, not what he needs to be using those for. So there you go. He needs to be careful with that push there. We actually have a big push here by the Bulgarians, and the Swiss are trying to hold them back with their shock infantry, which are a really solid unit, but they're losing. I think just because of the sheer number of enemies having to take on here. There's axemen down there, there's Voivoids. We've got yeah, just a lot of like sword units here, early period of Voivoids, and just some axe infantry here. Gunners trying to shoot from multiple angles, trying to inflict damage onto these units, maybe break them. And what they could do with is a good cavalry charge or something into the back of these guys. I mean, yeah, the angle this gunner unit's got here, they are hitting. I mean, we can't see really because they keep, but yeah, they're hitting the backs of their enemies, and solely that, nothing else. And they keep pouring stuff in here, just making a bigger and bigger target for the gunners. And even more shock infantry coming up now to try and join that fight. Looks like another spear unit has been tasked with the job of destroying the barricade, and they've done it. And their response, or their reward, I should say, is a face full of Bulgarian steel. And the Voivoid's late going in there. We do have actually, I don't know how they managed it here. Oh no, they haven't managed it. I thought they got in behind, but it's the unit card. It just looks like it's the other side of this front line. But yeah, the halberds here are losing to all these Voivoids slowly but surely. They can do a gunner unit up here onto the wall, just firing down as that big blob. Kind of what they're doing on the other side over there. They have this gunner here, free, that really I feel like should be up there, and they could do a lot of damage. But they're not going to do that by the looks of it. The spear unit as well could get cut off if they break through here. So yeah, it could be a big loss. We have those axemen now breaking, and we have a general up here. We have the Tsar's bodyguard in here, and he's also being supported by the Cuman Royal Guards. Could get shot a lot up here by the gunners. He needs to be careful of that. And with the shock infantry breaking, a sword unit's gone in, but it's not going to do a lot, that is for sure. And I mean, if Bulgaria is to lose his general here, this could cause a lot of morale issues, but they're going to have to do a lot more damage pretty soon. Because his general, I mean, he's just, I mean, that'll help. 55 out of 60. He need to kill a few more than that, though. But it looks like maybe we're about to see the Swiss general. He's going to maybe try and engage these units down here, maybe try and pin down the general. We'll have to see. But yeah, we'll have to see what happens there. Also, Bulgaria's actually managed to retake the gates over here. England has been pushed out of his gate. I don't know why. He has plenty of spears that can counter this cav. Just send those guys in. I don't know what his plan was. Maybe he's now going to retreat and come around to the Swiss side. I don't know. He's not really got the time for that. He just needs to just batter away on and he can get through. I mean, yeah, he has probably got the tough result attacking on these two bridges, but really it's his own fault for not bringing the right equipment for the job, to be honest. And you can see the spears and the polearms now back inside, reclaiming the gate, and the cav has been scared off. Looks like we are going to see a push here from the Voivoids as well. They're going to have to now take on another fresh halberd unit as they go in. Whether they can get archers up to shoot into the flanks of these guys, that will greatly help in their cause. I mean, the gunners are now, as you can see here, firing, but they're they're just firing to the back of their own men. They need to get up onto this wall here and flank. And you can see the archers here are shooting into the side of the halberds as well, trying to do their bit. Yeah, I've got gunners down here engaging a trebuchet crew. Oh, a general's been killed. Oh my gosh, they have in fact killed him. So the Bulgarian general has died. He was in combat down here against cavalry and shock infantry, the generals to be precise, and the gunners are up there. That is going to be a massive, massive loss. And look at that, lots of units breaking there very, very quickly. We've got swords on this side over here, also not looking great here. And they're at 70, so there you go. A huge loss there. I didn't think he was honestly going to die. I thought they were going to get him out of there. But no, there you go. The general has died. Can they now get their own general, the Swiss, up here and into the face of these archers, kill them quickly? They could certainly do that, that is for sure. And at the same time, Bulgaria's made a big push on this side over here against the English. This could go really badly for him. The Boyar Lancers in here trying to hold back a whole bunch of spears and pole arms. Definitely not a good idea. We've got spears in here as well, despot spears. They're just trying to hold them back at the gate here. This is turning into a big old blob fight. England really not using the advantage of like low morale now for the defenders. He needs to try and flank stuff, maybe surround it. And he could just chain out these guys much, much easier. Like, I mean, he's got the Cav over here as well. He is actually just going to commit a whole load of his forces to the Swiss side. What a waste of time. He just needs to get in the walls. I mean, look at this. Lots of units starting to waver now for the Bulgarians. I mean, this whole side over here, it's open for the Swiss. They haven't got much, but they have a straight path now to the cap point, which is a huge problem. Swords still winning down here against gunners, even though they have no general with the swords. No surprise there. I like how the Mavoids have leopard skin like capes. I don't know how many leopards there are really in Bulgaria, but I think they might have all been killed and put on the backs of these soldiers here. And also on this side here, polearms just helping to just destroy these units in here. I mean, we've got 3 sword units wavering. And an archer unit here also starting to die. And the same over here, these spears doing a good job here. They really are. I mean, this is a big, like, just commitment here by the Bulgarians. I mean, I think he's just going to try and wipe out England. That's what he's going to try and do. The yeomen of the guard down here holding their ground. But yeah, the Cav in prolonged melee against spears and polearms. Yeah, it's not going to end well for them. And they're already starting to waver at 30 men. They could really do with getting like around these units if they can, if it's all possible. They can rout them so much quicker. There's another line of Bulgarians. Well, I was about to say another line, but he's in fact turning these guys around. He's gonna, I think, send them back to his main cap point, and he needs to get these archers back as well. Cav pulling out of combat, breaking because of that. That is a huge issue there. Now balance of power is looking pretty even. 1,700 on either side here, with this Peterman von Guggendingen, or however you say his name, the general here for the Swiss. He's just rear charging these swords here. I mean, he's even okay charges off. I mean, he's charging while there's sharp stones here. But yeah, getting good charge in the back of those voids. And they are slowly dying. I like the blue and the white, like, sort of combo they got going on. It looks nice. I'm a big fan of that. But there you go, routed that unit. Nice little like rear charge. Saving these gunners as well. Good asset to hold on to. And the halberds are starting to die here. To archers of all things. I mean, over on this side here, halberds. The archers here losing to the spears. But yeah, balance power is slowly shifting as this battle goes on, and more units start to rout for the Bulgarians. It looks like they are going to try and capture this. This gate here, the 2 towers. Looks like they're going to do it just pretty easily, and then they can just move on to the cap point. There's nothing there. Whether that's what they're going to go for, whether they're going to try and just wipe out all the Bulgarians. I mean, with the morale issue, they might just about be able to do that. I mean, we've got units over here wavering. England has managed to now get behind like the main lines of these Germans, and they're now engaging with the guardsmen down here. An exhilarating fight of polearm versus polearm. We also have archers over here. These guys have got a really nice rear shot onto the yeomen, though, trying to help their comrades out in that polearm fight. Taking out England's finest polearms. I mean, it's not enough though. They are losing decisively, but the guardsmen are wavering. And that rear charge there from the spears into the back, these heavy spears with their big shields, showing off the lion and the fleur-de-lis, showing the unification of France and England. They're going to try and rout these big guardsmen. They should just about do it, I'd imagine. There you go, got them. Now he can turn around and hit some of these other guardsmen. It looks like actually they might be back to back. To be honest, they might hold for a little longer, these Bulgarians, if they're doing the back-to-back tactic. Guardsman over here holding as well. I mean, the Void's doing a great job. Gotta hold on for the Tsar and fight for his memory, men. Well, the Axemen here going to take on these shock infantry. I think there's only one winner. And one of them is carrying a very big heavy axe. And you're wrong. It is in fact the shock infantry. The shock infantry will win this fight easily. They're heavy against light. And I mean, the axes are a very good unit. It's a very cool unit to have, like the Warhounds. And then you just basically after that have an axe infantry unit. It's a very nice like hybrid unit in a way, but it's not going to be heavily armored shock infantry, especially the Swiss ones, who are some of the best around, in my opinion. Got gunners in here. They need to get these guys on a bit more of a flank. Just set them up over here. Like, why are you firing from that angle? Gunners are better the closer they get as well, and yeah, they'd be better on an angle where they're not shooting their own comrades in the back. We are seeing English cavalrymen now get inside here. They are nearly routed. They're going to try, I guess, doing a rear charge onto these archers. And yeah, this is probably going to be costly. They're rushing the halberds here of the archers of Bulgaria. And I think, yeah, look at this mass wavering now. The mass like really big morale issues now taking place. And yeah, look at that. They're dropping so quickly. And this isn't from like kills. This is just like men just running for their lives. That's 1,400 against 500 left. More wavering taking place over here. The gunners, I mean, they can do so much damage to morale as well. They didn't even need like the loss of the general to break units as it is. But it's just making it so much easier. It's already like minus 13, and the general's gone, and you can see, like, look at that. And Bulgaria has mass rounded an Pyrrhic victory for the Swiss and the English. And it certainly was. They made a really tough job of that attack. They really did. I mean, well done to the Bulgarian player, the King of Ireland. I personally feel like he was winning that siege easily. And then he threw away his general. And it changed the whole face of the siege. It really did. But 70 kills for the Despot Spears here. Not too bad for them. 112 with his guardsmen here before they died. His Voids, like his sword infantry, 83 kills. 93, the best of the bunch. His archers getting 78 kills. His cav getting 55, 84 for the Cuman Royal Guard, and then Axeman here getting 71 kills, and the Trebuchets getting 51. So not too bad there for King of Ireland, who was really the Tsar of Bulgaria. Then we have Drunk Norwegian, who sent this one in. 303 kills with Peterman here. Did a very good job with his general. 245 with one of his shock infantry. 192 with the other one. One of his spears getting 168. The others really didn't do that much. Then we got his pole arms over here. 197 and 120. Both did pretty reasonable. And his gunners, most did okay, but one did excellent, getting 273 kills. And his Great Bombard getting 106 kills. Then we have Brown Patch playing as England, 78 kills with his heavy billman, 84 with the spear unit there. His yeoman of the guard getting 156 kills. His cav 65, 178. But yeah, his swords, look at this. Oof, some like no kills there, nothing in the double figures. That is a bit of a waste. Some of those are still healthy, but some, yeah, getting like no kills. It's just a sad thing to see. But there you go, guys. That is today's 1212 AD Siege Battle. Hope you did enjoy. If you did, do remember leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and I hope you guys have a very happy 2023. Bye.